Did you know that just 1 week of poor sleep can reduce your resting metabolic rate by up to 15%? That's the difference between burning fat in your sleep or clinging to every calorie like Spanx on a summer day. According to the Sleep Foundation, 47% of women in perimenopause struggle with either falling or staying asleep. And when sleep is off, so are our hormones. Disrupted sleep raises our cortisol, messes with our blood sugar, slows our metabolism, and makes fat loss feel like a full-time job. So, if you've been doing everything else right, working out, eating clean, and the scale still isn't budging, sleep might just be your weight loss superpower. In today's episode, I'm peeling back the curtain on my go-to supplements that actually support sleep and midlife weight loss, and how to choose the one that's right for your hormones. This episode is going to be super tactical, so make sure to grab a pen, a notepad, and your Starbucks crutch of choice. No judgment here. And I'll be back to break it all down in less than 90 seconds. Welcome to Are You There Midlife? It's me, Monica. Hi, I'm Monica Topetti, wife, mom, health coach, and hormone imbalance survivor. And I'm on a mission to help women in midlife balance hormones naturally without drugs, doctors, or divorce. Are you tired of dealing with heavy, painful periods that look like a crime scene? Are you sick of struggling with anxiety, fatigue, or brain fog that... What was I just saying? Are you frustrated doing all the things to lose weight but still packing on pounds faster than a real housewife changes Birkins? Girl, you are in the right place. Join me each week as I spill the tea on what to expect in perimenopause and beyond. From IBS to insomnia, bloating to funky body odor, I'll unpack all the weird stuff happening inside our midlife bodies. Plus, give you the latest science and holistic solutions to manage it all. So ditch the Spanx and hop on board the Hot Mess Express. Let's do this. Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so all summer long, we've been talking about simple, effective tools to help us lose weight and balance our hormones naturally without obsessing over food or doing two-a-days at the gym. And today, we're keeping that momentum going with part 2 of last week's episode, where we broke down the sneaky connection between poor sleep and stubborn weight gain. If you missed it, no worries. I'll drop a link to episode 83 in today's show notes. But here's a quick recap. Sleep is not just about rest. It's about repair. Because when our head hits the pillow at night, our body is supposed to release hormones like human growth hormone, or HGH, progesterone, and even a bit of testosterone to help us burn fat, build muscle, and regulate our metabolism overnight. But when our sleep is interrupted, or we're lying awake at 3 a.m. for the 5th time this week, that hormone rhythm totally gets thrown off. Our cortisol spikes, our insulin gets cranky, and our body starts holding on to fat like we're storing up for a perimenopausal hibernation. If you found yourself staring at the ceiling lately, wondering why those melatonin gummies that knock out your bestie make you feel like you've been hit by a tranquilizer dart, or why you're waking up in the middle of the night again, even though you've tried everything short of hypnotism to sleep through the night, this episode is for you. Because today I'm spilling the tea on the exact supplements I tell my clients to take and when to start sleeping like your metabolism depends on it. Because it does. If you stick around to the end, I've also got a little surprise for you. Something that'll make figuring out this whole sleep supplement thing a whole lot easier. So, are you ready? Let's get into it. Here's what no one tells us when we hit midlife. Not all sleep issues are the same. Therefore, not all sleep supplements work the same. As a hormone coach, I hear things from my clients all the time, like, I feel like I've tried everything. Why don't sleep supplements work for me like they do for other women? Or, I take melatonin, but I think it's making my sleep worse. Is that possible? Or, I'm tired of wasting my money on supplements to help me sleep. How do I know which ones actually work? First off, the reason why sleep supplements seem to be so hit or miss is because most of us are dealing with a hormone-driven sleep issue. And unless you know which hormone or hormones, plural, are out of whack, just throwing capsules at the ceiling and hoping something sticks is not a plan. Despite what it may feel like, sleep issues in midlife aren't random. They're rooted in hormone imbalance. For example, if your sleep is being hijacked by low progesterone, you're probably dealing with a wired but tired brain that just won't shut off. But if your estrogen is low, you might be experiencing hot flashes, temperature swings, or waking up soaked in sweat. And if cortisol is the issue, well, whether it's too high or too low, your body's in full-on stress mode. So you might fall asleep fast, but wake up in the middle of the night and stay awake. Or wake up the next morning after a full 8 hours of sleep feeling like you haven't slept at all. So that supplement that works great for your best friend might totally flop for you because she's dealing with a different hormone imbalance. And that's the problem with most over-the-counter sleep aids. They're a generic solution for a complex issue. It's like giving every woman who has a stomach ache an antacid, when one actually has acid reflux, but another has food poisoning, and another is lactose intolerant and just ate some dairy. The same is true for sleep. If you don't know why your body is stuck in overdrive at night or running on fumes in the morning, you're just guessing. So before we even talk about what supplements I recommend, we've got to identify the root cause of your sleep issue. And that's where we're headed next. Let me guess. You've got 3 half-used bottles of Ollie sleep gummies on your nightstand and 0 solid sleep to show for it. Spoiler alert, it's not about finding the holy grail of supplements. It's about understanding why your hormones are keeping you up at night when you should be fast asleep. That's exactly why I created my free hormone symptom profile assessment. And you can take it right now at bit.ly/takemyhormonequiz. This quick but powerful quiz helps you connect the dots between your sleep symptoms and some of the most common hormone imbalances in midlife, like low progesterone, estrogen dominance, adrenal fatigue, underactive thyroid, and more. No blood work, no guesswork, just real answers in under 3 minutes. Nearly 1,800 women have already taken this quiz and finally gotten the clarity they needed to stop spinning their wheels and start sleeping and feeling better. It's the exact same assessment I use with every woman I coach because we can't fix what we don't understand. And that starts with identifying exactly what's going on with your hormones. So, if you're at all confused about what's causing your sleep issues, I want you to pause this episode. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. And go to bit.ly/takemyhormonequiz and take my free assessment right now. Okay, you're back. So now that you've got your results, let's get into the good stuff. My go-to sleep supplements and exactly how to use them to improve your sleep and weight loss. You know your sleep problem has a hormonal root cause now. And now that you know what that hormonal root cause is, we can match the supplement to the problem underneath it all. But before we get into my recommendations, a quick couple of things. First, these supplements, they're not going to magically fix your hormone imbalance. But what they will do is help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, or help you stop waking up feeling like you got hit by an Amazon delivery truck. And that's a game changer for your mood, for your memory and focus, and of course for weight loss. In order to truly rebalance our hormones naturally, we need a full 360-degree approach, like the one I offer in my Done For You Master Your Midlife Hormones program. But think of these supplements as one piece of the puzzle finally falling into place. Second, these aren't one-size-fits-all miracle pills. The supplements I'm about to share work best for most women dealing with a particular hormone imbalance. But we all have something called bioindividuality, which means our bodies each have unique needs, genetics, and sensitivities. So you may need to experiment or even combine some supplements, especially if you have more than one imbalance. So grab a pen and let's dive in. First up is progesterone deficiency or low progesterone. And it's one of the most common causes of sleep issues in perimenopause. When you're low on this calming hormone, you might find it difficult to fall asleep, have racing thoughts at night, or feel anxious for no reason. My recommendation is magnesium glycinate because it helps stimulate the same calming brain receptors that progesterone binds to. Take 200 to 400 milligrams 30 to 60 minutes before bed with food. Just make sure it's magnesium glycinate, not citrate, so you don't wake up groggy or sprinting to the bathroom. Next up is estrogen dominance, which can occur when your estrogen levels are too high relative to your progesterone levels. And this can cause night sweats and middle of the night wake-ups. My recommendation is calcium D-glucarate, which supports your liver in clearing excess estrogen from your body. Take 200 to 400 milligrams with dinner so it works with your natural detox cycle. But if you're on HRT, make sure to ask your provider if this supplement is right for you because it can interfere with how your body processes added hormones. If you're dealing with adrenal fatigue, the next hormone imbalance on our list, you might feel wired at bedtime but exhausted in the morning, or find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m. making mental checklists. My recommendation is phosphatidylserine, which helps calm the nervous system and lower cortisol so your brain can downshift into sleep mode. Take 100 to 200 milligrams about 30 to 60 minutes before bed with a small snack. But skip this one if your cortisol is low at night because it could make you feel even more tired in the morning. Now let's move on to underactive thyroid, which can make you feel tired, weighed down, or just in a fog, even though you just slept 8 hours. My recommendation is selenium, which is a trace mineral that helps convert inactive thyroid hormone, known as T4, into the active form, known as T3, which your body actually uses. Take 100 to 200 micrograms with your evening meal. Just make sure you don't take it with high doses of zinc or vitamin C because that can impact your body's ability to absorb the selenium. Now let's talk about low estrogen, which is fairly common in postmenopause and can cause hot flashes, night sweats, and even middle of the night wake ups with heart palpitations. My recommendation is L-theanine. It's an amino acid that helps promote calm, steady brain activity and makes it easier to drift off and stay asleep. It's gentle, non-sedating, and plays well with other supplements like magnesium or melatonin if you're using one of those too. Take 100 to 200 milligrams about 30 minutes before bed. Bonus! L-theanine can also help with mental clarity the next day. So if you're waking up in a fog, this one does double duty. Next up is elevated cortisol, which can make it hard to fall asleep in the first place. With elevated cortisol, you can't power down at night because your nervous system is stuck in high alert mode. Now, this is different from adrenal fatigue when your cortisol is depleted and you can't get going in the morning. My recommendation is ashwagandha extract, specifically KSM 66 or Sensorol. These forms of ashwagandha are the most clinically studied and well tolerated for stress reduction and cortisol regulation, especially in women over 40. Take 300 to 600 milligrams about an hour before bed, ideally with a small snack that includes protein or fat. If you're sensitive to herbs, start on the lower end. And skip this one entirely if your cortisol is already low or you're allergic to ragweed or other pollens. Also, if you're taking thyroid medication, talk to your provider first because ashwagandha can interfere with how your body absorbs or responds to your thyroid hormones. And finally, PCOS, an imbalance which often goes undiagnosed in midlife and can cause blood sugar crashes leading to restlessness or trouble falling or staying asleep, especially during the second half of your cycle. My recommendation is inositol, a supplement that helps improve insulin sensitivity and regulate blood sugar swings. Take 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams of myo-inositol powder about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. You can mix it easily into water or tea. It has a slightly sweet taste and it dissolves easily. I generally prefer the powder over the capsules just because you need to take about 4 to 6 capsules to hit the recommended 2,000 milligram dose. So there you have it. A supplement starting point for every major hormone imbalance that messes with your midlife sleep. But if you didn't catch every detail, you're trying to Google how to spell phosphocyte, or you're dealing with more than one imbalance, which most of us are, or you want backup options in case a supplement doesn't work for your body, then you're going to want my Better Sleep After 40 supplement cheat sheet. It includes all my top sleep supplement picks, organized by hormone imbalance, with clear dosages, timing, and directions. And it includes backup options in case my first pick doesn't work for you. You can grab it for free right now when you subscribe to my weekly newsletter, The Hot Flash, which is packed with hormone hacks, product picks, and insider tips I don't share anywhere else, even on the pod. So head to http://areyoutheremidlife.com or just click the link in today's show notes and sign up to get instant access. Then join me next week on the pod for a powerful episode with a listener who's gained 35 pounds in a single year despite being on HRT. She's seen multiple doctors, has been diagnosed with multiple hormone imbalances, and now she's pre-diabetic. This is the live coaching call every midlife woman needs to hear. Until then, wishing you health, happiness, and fewer hot flashes. Hey friend, can I call you friend? Because I already feel like we're friends in my head. Did this podcast teach you something, make you laugh, or feel less like an alien? If so, I would be so incredibly grateful if you could take just 60 seconds to rate, review, and subscribe. That is the number one way you can thank me and support the show. Until next week, stay cool and keep away from sharp objects.